is a seasoned media and entertainment professional driving market expansion, strategic growth, and digital transformation. With expertise in organizational development, technological innovation, digital business development, research, and operations, she plays a crucial role in playing and shaping the industry's future. She pioneered India's first meta human AI anchor, launched Odisha's largest OTT platform, Tarang Plus, and led media's digital evolution. As a senior business associate at Tarang, she executes high impact projects, modernizing media while advocating for women in tech. The stage is yours, ma'am.
Anagat, the unmanifested future. What a beautiful theme, isn't it? And here we are, studying hard in our pre-teens to get into a good college in your late teens, and then get a good job in your early 20s, get promoted in your late 20s, and get settled in your early 30s, and live happily ever after. Quite the opposite of unmanifested future, I must say. How many of you here feel the pressure of figuring it all out? Wow, that's quite a lot of hands. Let me tell you something. Nobody has it all figured out. And a lot of times, I'm in a situation where people assume that I have it all figured out. But let me tell you very honestly, nobody has it figured it out. Not at 20, not at 40, not at 50, and that's fine. Usually we all believe that future is a straight line, but it's not. If it's anything but a straight line, it's a maze, and that's the best part about it. I'll tell you a small anecdote, and I will say it as quickly so that none of you get bored. When I was young, I was asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And trust me, between the age of 5 to the age of 21, my answers must have changed at least 20 times. You name it. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, IAS officer, actress, this, that, name it. Even at 20, I wanted to start an event management company of my own. Ask me the same question right now. Hell no. Right? So, thinking that success is a straight path is a myth. It's not. And I'll tell you what happened right after that. I didn't know any better. I was advised, go ahead and join IT engineering. Why? Oh, you're good with computers, you're nerdy, so just go ahead and do it. I didn't know any better, so I just took it up and I followed it. And I wasn't enjoying it one bit. I wasn't enjoying studying one bit at all, software engineering. And at one point in time, in my first year, second semester, I failed in an exam called C++, which is actually supposed to be the subject if you want to make a career in IT, right? And that was my cue to failure. So when you fail, you go in two directions. One, either you work very hard to reverse what has happened, or two, you spiral and give up. And with me, when I failed for the first time in my life, it shook me. It shook me so much that I spiraled and I gave up being the girl who used to aim for 80%, 90%, 100%. I spiraled and I said, I'm not going to try at all. And then came the concern of the GPAs. How many of you relate to the GPA part? If you don't get a good GPA, how will you get placed? And at the end of the day, all college placements are dependent on your GPAs. Now, this GPA was supposed to define my financial independence, if I'm going to get a job, if I'm going to move forward in life or not. And yeah, it was something that just put me in a freeze mode. Let me tell you something. GPA defines your knowledge in the subject at that point in time. Your GPA does not define your ambition, which is extremely important to be an outstanding professional, your resilience, your street smartness, to be an outstanding professional in whichever field you are in, right? Your GPA does not define your emotional quotient, which is extremely important to be a leader. Your GPA does not define your resilience when you want to fail by being an entrepreneur. These are the skills that are more important than a mere GPA. And I remember when I was asked to pursue my master's in information sciences after my engineering, I ran away from home. I'm not kidding, I'm not just saying it as a figure of speech, I literally ran away from home. And then my parents started saying, Ki, why don't you do this and what? I said, I will do anything you want. I will not do any, I will have nothing to do with IT or software. Because I failed in C++ and that had defined my entire college life. But I think I was a little bit more extracurricular, so I used to go organize the fest, organize events like these, like how you guys are doing it, which really defined a lot of things in my life. Fast forward to today, I have launched Lisa, India's first regional news anchor, India's first meta human AI anchor, right? I am modernizing a lot of legacy processes. I'm developing technologies in companies through AI and otherwise for more efficient operations. So much for not wanting to do anything to do with IT or software, right? Now, what changed? Where did we go wrong in this whole situation? You know, because I was always taught to be successful, I was always taught to be ambitious, but I was never taught how to fail, right? Now, what I didn't realize later on, that failure was not the enemy, it was a part of the success. And the uncertainty was a blessing in disguise, because whatever came my way has made me who I am today. And I'll tell you, the only wrong decision you're making in life is not making a decision. And how did we arrive at this point? I was fortunate to have two incredibly successful parents, which is again very overwhelming. You know, it puts you in a spot to be successful as well. But I was very fortunate to have these two parents who were not like Farhan's dad in Three Idiots, who said कि कपूर साहब क्या कहेंगे, या शर्मा जी के बेटे को देखो वो क्या कर रहा है. I was very fortunate to not have those parents, and they gave me some very good advices, and which I would like to pass on to you to help you, and I hope that it helps you figure out life. Sorry for the images, my team did that. So 3 types of opportunities is what my dad thought when I was going through this GPA struggle. Where will I get a job? What will happen? What will not happen? So there are 3 types of opportunities. One that comes knocking at your door, and you'd be a fool if you said no to it, right? 2 is something that is passing by, and you should have the ability to look at an opportunity and spot it and go grab it. 3 is an opportunity that you probably will have to seek. And that mindset, where I never said no to an opportunity that came to my door, I was always quick to grab an opportunity that was passing by. And nevertheless, how many of these 2 types came across, I never stopped seeking and looking for more opportunities. And I think that mindset sort of made me, or put me where I am today. And at one point in time, when I was going through another phase in life, everybody would ask, when you're little, everybody would ask, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? But when you're older, people were like, oh, what's your passion? Now again, when I was going through this whole scenario, I figured there are again 3 types of people in the world. One, they know their passion and they're making a living out of it. Second is they know what they're passionate about, but they're not able to make a living out of it because passion, talent, skill need to go hand in hand to be able to earn a living out of it. And 3 are people like me. God knows what my passion is. I have no idea, and I'm sure many of you are in the same boat as me. I have no idea what I'm passionate about. And I went running to my mom as a child, so-and-so is passionate about this, so-and-so is passionate about that, somebody's doing this, somebody's doing that. I have no idea what I'm passionate about. Today I see this and tomorrow I'm not. She said, listen, relax. I also don't know what you're passionate about, but remember one thing. Passion is not a thing. Passion is something that you create. And it was one of the best advices I have got. If you don't know what you're passionate about, no matter what you're doing, just do that passionately. Put your heart and soul into it and do your best. And either you will fail or you will learn a lesson out of it and you will move ahead in life. But every failure is a lesson for sure. So let me summarize it quickly for you guys. Success is not a destination. It's a journey, and so is failure. Your journey needs to have success and failure. And if you do not have the appetite to experiment, you will not be able to move very far in life. World is made for people who experiment. Look at Steve Jobs. If he did not go ahead and do calligraphy, it wouldn't have defined Apple's future. Elon Musk was doing PayPal. He left PayPal to go and do SpaceX and Tesla. Priyanka Chopra, she was doing aeronautical engineering. She went to Miss World and then now an actress. They did not plan their future. They figured life as they went along. Second thing, what you wanted at 15, you don't want at 20, and what you want at 20, you don't want at 30. And it's okay. The mind that you're changing, or your passion, or your interest that is changing is not a failure. It's evolution. It's growth. Change is often viewed as failure, but it is not. Every time you've done something, you've learned something. So look at change as an evolution, as growth, but not as failure. You're in supply chain management, you don't want to be, you want to switch to marketing. It's evolution. You don't want to be in marketing, you want to move to HR. Evolution. You don't want to be in HR, move to finance. Evolution. None of the things that you've done before is worthless. It's a learning which you will carry to the next level. Do not overthink, because only when you overthink is when you will invite failure, which is fine again. But the only thing is, when you overthink, a lot of times you have inaction to what you're doing. And that is the biggest problem, to not do anything instead of even taking the wrong decision. Take the wrong decision, take the step, but do not do anything. Instead of thinking, if I do this, what if I fail? Think, what if I never try? What if you never tried this? You will never know where it would have taken you. Third thing, there are days, I'm sure, we don't know what to do, we don't know where to go about. We have no motivation, we have no direction. Let me tell you what, just show up. And discipline adds a lot to who you can become and where you can go. And Rich, coming from me, I'm not disciplined at all, right? But it's just the small habits. Just show up, right? Days where you don't feel like doing anything, just show up, just be there, right? Showing up, creating that habit, not giving up on yourself is way more important than, again, not doing anything. So, I don't know if I'm before time, but if you don't have it all figured out, that means your future is still unmanifested, still full of possibilities. The question is, will you wait for life to happen to you, or will you go out and create it? And whatever the answer is, and even if there is no answer, please remember, it's okay. You don't need to have it all figured out, but you need to have the skills, the intention, and the right direction in life to figure life out as you go ahead. So even if you don't have anything figured out, it's okay. And in typical Three Idiots language, all is well. Thank you so much, everyone.